mama katika kaunti ya Kirinyaga ni uongozi bora. Kwa tunavyoona zile vitu amefanya ama vile vitu amefanya vinahusisha wamama sana. Unapoangalia hospitalini, unapoangalia wakati anakutana na wamama wengine katika vikundi kule mashinani, anahusisha kwa mambo na empowerment, anahusisha mambo na kuwafund katika miradi yao. Kwa hivyo ningesema uongozi wa mama wa kaunti Anne Waiguru ni uongozi bora sana. Kila kiongozi ako na mentors wake ama watu ambao wanamwangalia. Kwa hivyo ningesema gavana wa Kirinyaga County amementa wanawake wengi sana. Hata kama hatuwaoni lakini amementa wengi ambao wakiweza jitokeza wapo. Anamenta wanawake wengi sana. Wakati mama anataka kuwa kiongozi, jambo la kwanza tumesema unapata hana zile hela ama hana zile pesa za kwenda kuanzisha kukuwa kiongozi, sababu kila vacancy inahitaji mambo na pesa. Kwa hivyo hana ile pesa ya kumfund kwenda kuingia katika uongozini. La pili, hana ile support, sababu naangalia wakati mwingine culture inamlimit. Unapata wakati mwingine watu wanasema hataki kuwa ruled by a lady. So hiyo culture inamzingira, inamlimit sana katika kuwa kiongozi. So changamoto ziko za wamama, si hati wangeweza kujitokeza. Wakati mwingine unapata wanapatwa na mambo ya SGBV, unapata wanakuwa harassed sexually na the male wale wanaume, ndio ile tu aweze kutosimama. Kwa hivyo changamoto ziko ni mingi zinazofanya wanawake wasiweze kujisimamisha kama viongozi. Wanawake wanaotaka kuingia katika ulingo wa siasa, ningewaambia ni mtu ajijue, jitambue, simama kama mama, jiheshimu kama mama, kuwa na ile confidence ati wewe unaweza kuwa kiongozi. Usipate ile uoga, wewe simama, kuwa na ile confidence na courage ati wewe utakuwa kiongozi. Na at the end of the day utakuwa kiongozi, lakini ukijiamini. FIDA ningewaambia waendelee kuhusisha wakina mama wengi, sababu wamekuwa wakihusisha wanawake wengi sana katika mashinani. Ningewaomba waendelee zaidi kuhusisha kina mama, kuwapatia empowerment ili waweze kukuwa viongozi bora. Kwa hivyo FIDA wamekuwa wakifanya kazi mzuri, na ningewaomba tu waendelee kuingia mashinani, wapate zile shida ama wapate kupatia wale wanawake ufufunuo wa kukuwa kiongozi.
Meeting was generally to have the members engage with the citizens, for them to understand their role in the democratic process, and also for the women leaders to be able to interact with the crowd, to interact with the participants, and to understand what is the role of the citizens when it comes to promoting women in political participation. So as FIDA, in support by USAID and Algeria, we have a project that works towards hindering the participation, that works towards eliminating the barriers that hinder the participation of women in politics. So today we are here to understand what is Kirinyaga as a county doing in terms of promoting women political participation, and what barriers are they experiencing, and how best can we be able to solve that or mitigate that for them to have even an increase in the number of women participating. Democracy Town Hall, what we have learned is that women have the two major constraints that women experience, or at least the two major barriers that they experience, is that they have financial constraints, and also the cultural or social norms that impact how they relate to the society. So for example, a lot of women were saying that when it comes to even campaigning, it's a big challenge because the funds that are required to campaign, they do not have those funds. So now when it comes to going to the ground, the participants, or at least the voters, are not willing to listen without that token. And then the second issue is the cultural norms. The fact that a lot of women feel that it is a challenge for them to be supported even by their own spouses when it comes to campaigning or participating in politics. So as FIDA, we are also understanding that there's a need for sensitization when it comes to eliminating some of these harmful norms that tend to hinder their participation. Yeah. So FIDA Kenya is an organization that works towards promoting the rights of women in all spheres of life. So from the political, the social, and the economic sphere. And as FIDA Kenya, we usually offer legal assistance and psychosocial support to women. We also do a lot of advocacy in terms of policies and laws. So one of the biggest aspects that we also work on is promoting the rights of women, especially in the political sphere. So under the USAID and Algeria brand or project, we are working towards eliminating the barriers that impact the women when it comes to participating in politics, whether as voters or candidates. So our major focus today, especially through the town hall, was to understand what is the role of citizens, especially in Kirinyaga County, to ensure that women are being protected. And also to assess, 1 year after the elections and 1 year after being in the county government, what have the women achieved? And is there some challenges that they have experienced that we need to be able to mitigate to allow for a lot of women to also engage in politics? So we've learned also from the town hall that the biggest challenge that actually women are facing in Kirinyaga is that first, they have financial constraints. So a lot of women do not have the money to actually campaign for a lot of these positions. And then there's also the issue of the cultural norms that exist. A lot of women have actually shared their insights that it becomes a difficult conversation with their spouses when they want to actually campaign. So most of the married women, despite wanting to participate in politics as candidates, they're not able to do that because they lack that support. So financial constraints, and of course the lack of support also from family members, some of the cultural norms that hinder them. There's also the idea that a lot of women who participate in politics are considered, for lack of a better word, sex workers, just because they have to engage with a lot of voters, to do a lot of politics, to engage with some men. So it becomes a bit of a challenge. But at the end of the day, we also know as FIDA there's a lot of sensitization that needs to be done. And we also hope to achieve this through a lot of grassroots activities.